It should not be possible. There's no way. And yet today, folks, we can tell you it's true. The Walt Disney World Resort, with its vast theme park system, 4 parks, 2 water parks, hotel after hotel, restaurant after restaurant, somehow has actually fallen behind Dollywood. Yes, no, it's real, and we're going to bring it to you. Disney has fallen behind Dollywood in online searches, which, by the way, are often connected to people trying to find a way to buy a ticket. How is this possible? How did Dolly stick it to the mouse? We've got answers right now. It's a lovely day. It's a wonderful day here in the Pro Neighborhood. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, yet again. Class is in session. Today we're talking about Dollywood surpassing Mickey Mouse. Disney World, the vacation kingdom nation, well, not doing so well compared to Dolly. No, seriously. Folks, click the like button. Drop a comment. Tell us, have you been to both of these parks? Compare it to Magic Kingdom or compare it to Animal Kingdom. Compare Dollywood and let us know which one's better. We'd love to hear from you. Folks, let's dive in right now. Out of thatparkplace.com by Marvin Montanaro, Walt Disney World popularity plummets by over 26% in the last 5 years, according to Forbes. And the data shows a growing interest for Dollywood. According to a new Forbes analysis by Caroline Reed out of Forbes, and folks, please go read it, Walt Disney World theme parks have seen a staggering 26% drop in popularity over the last 5 years, a trend that raises serious questions about the health of Disney's once unbeatable parks division. This is what it says from Movie Economics. Yeah, that's how we pronounce it. Holy cow! This is how much Disney has lost to Universal. The graph shows the volume of online searches for Magic Kingdom compared to Universal Studios. Well, let's take a look at that, folks. What do we got here? Uh-oh, it's going to be blocked by us, so we'll play it another time. But if we continue right along, a park-by-park breakdown that should worry Disney executives. When you drill down in the numbers, the picture gets even bleaker. It turns out that searches for Magic Kingdom are down 21%, Epcot only down 4.2%, but holy moly, the land of Star Wars, Hollywood Studios, is down 43%, and Animal Kingdom is down a staggering 52%. 52%. Now, Culture, I want to go to you first on this. Culture, your thoughts on people searching for Disney less. What's so shocking about this is many times those who are buying tickets start with a Google search. So this should be deeply concerning.
Yeah, it should be. And it probably has been for people paying attention. Because remember, Disney's a data-driven company, Pro, which is why they continue to make all these amazing decisions when producing content and, taking, whether or not to take political sides on things. They really are looking at the data very closely, I can tell. But this is a bigger issue for in the wealth categories that Disney's interested in, because if you take a look at what Disney's strategy has been, it's not to make things better, it's to make things more expensive. And the rich can go anywhere for vacation, and they often do. Disney, if they are making good things, you'll get the rich people there. But there's no appeal to go to Disney now for the preferred category of human being that they're targeting, and the other people can't afford it. So they get a whiff of the fact that Disney costs X amount of money for a trip, and they're looking at Dollywood. They're looking maybe at Universal. Universal's still much cheaper. Dollywood's amazing, and you'll get exhausted trying to get on all the attractions. That's the great thing there. Not to mention the other things that you can see and do in other places. So we looked at this, I believe, over on T3PO or on that Park Place Live on Morning Magic, and you can actually travel across the planet and go on a vacation and experience a country for cheaper than Disney. Disney's fantasy is getting its butt kicked by reality. So that's my analysis.
Well, Vash, this is the exclusive that's on thatparkplace.com, and frankly, it should be impossible. Vash, according to Google Trends, Dollywood is currently beating Disney World in online searches, and it's surging this year. Vash, I don't even understand how this can be. I mean, Dollywood doesn't have the attendance of Disney World, yet people are searching for it. Dollywood 10, 15 years ago was a regional small theme park.
Yeah.
What is going on, man? This is wild.
Well, Google Trends that's a very interesting metric to use, because you got to think, if people are very interested, if most interested in Walt Disney World content and so forth, they're probably going to be already subscribed or have websites that they go to frequently in order to keep up to date on all of these things. But Dollywood, you're probably going to want to search out and look. Dollywood, there's been a lot of excitement there for a number of reasons, right? You have that big new attraction that was just unveiled. We still have to cover it on that Park Place, actually. It's just
that's actually the train driving by where it was built.
Yeah. It's just a huge structure that is housing this what looks to be an amazing attraction with maybe Disney quality theming attached to it. Very interesting stuff. But look at Walt Disney World. Why would anybody necessarily be interested in what Walt Disney World has to offer when you have so many things shutting down and not, a shortage of things opening really this year, right? And that's the interesting thing too. What makes this even worse is that, what do we hear from industry experts? What do we hear from Disney themselves? Oh, we're spending $60 billion on our theme park division. We're making all these new investments. The fact that people aren't looking up Walt Disney World with that knowledge out there, with those announcements out there, I think it should be really troubling for Disney. And one last note about all this, the new ACOM Themed Entertainment Association numbers were just published for 2024. And you look at Magic Kingdom right there, it is within spitting distance, I would say, for, attendance-wise, to Disneyland out there in Anaheim. There is a good chance, it's on pace to actually fall beneath Disneyland as the most attended theme park in the world currently.
Which should be. I mean, that just should terrify Disney, because Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World, that is the vacation kingdom for the entire nation and the world. I mean, that is the destination that you want to go. Nat, when I look at this, what's funny is we were doing when Marvin was working on this, he was trying to find out what were the trends between Disney and Epic Universe. And that was because of the info that Caroline Reed had played in Forbes. And so we were very interested in seeing, okay, well, has Universal overtaken Disney? We were shocked. I mean, genuinely, literally shocked. We could not believe it that Dollywood is trending more than Disney World. Like, parents want to take their kids to Dollywood over seeing the castle now. This is crazy.
Well, as someone from a foreign country, from Mexico, if I was planning to go somewhere in the States, I would want, and I'd come back to that idea of Americana and something that represents the US, because you're going to the US. And I think right now, Dollywood and the same issue that we were talking about with Cracker Barrel, for example, all of that, I think, is becoming more important now, again, with the cultural shift that we're seeing and with the guests being interested in not being surrounded by construction walls, and maybe also being sad for the ones that used to go there a lot by everything that's being changed and removed from Disney, and having Epic right next door, but also maybe finding or even learning about the opportunity or the possibility to go to other parks, and that there's other experiences that they can have, and it's not just Disney anymore, because they themselves let themselves kind of fall by the wayside.
Mo, are we living in some sort of bizarro world where Dolly Parton is the new Walt Disney, and maybe in 30 or 40 years, there'll be a Dolly animatronic? I don't know what to make of this, man. This is crazy to me that Disney squandered so much so fast that now people say, you know what? I'm going to go there, man. I'm going to go to Dollywood. That's where I want to be, as opposed to Space Mountain, as opposed to Big Thunder. Maybe I shouldn't be.
And I think you shouldn't be, because we're kind of gleaning over the two facts of why Dollywood is attractive to people. It's because of the current economic state. The dollar doesn't go as far as it used to, and the geographical consideration. It's based in Tennessee, which is a centrally, at least on the east side of the country, is centrally situated, where people don't have to drive as far as to get to Florida. I live in the Carolinas, and it takes me like 7 hours to get to Orlando. That's convenient for me, but then everybody north of me, they got to make a real trek to get down there. And with Tennessee, that's an easy state to get to, and I'm assuming Dollywood is a lot less expensive than going to Walt Disney World. And I think that's why a lot of people, up to and including me, because I have a family, I have to look and see how far my dollar stretches certain places. And if I can go to a wholesome place in the middle of the country, and Tennessee is gorgeous, by the way, especially where Dollywood is. It's an interesting proposition to drive, to get a hotel, and to have some fun. And I think Dollywood is a much more financially conscious decision to go to a park and have some fun without having to save up for years upon years. You can actually kind of go within a few months of saving some money. So I think that's why it's becoming more attractive. I think it's just that simple. I think people are looking for somewhere inexpensive and not so far away that they can go and have a good time.
And Vash, and those are all fantastic points, and I agree. In fact, I'll give you a little geographic history, folks. Why was Nashville chosen as the radio city of America? Why was it chosen as the place for country music and bluegrass and all that kind of stuff? These things don't just happen. Nashville was as centrally located as, you could find east of the Mississippi to broadcast out those airwaves back, when that was important to do so, when it was difficult to get airwaves out. So there you go. And of course, I believe Dollywood's about 3.5 hours east of Nashville. Bash, let's wrap this one up this way. Mm-hmm. I am kind of, it's such a bizarre place to say that honestly now, and I've visited these theme parks. I think Epic is the number one theme park to visit right now in North America. Its theming is just incredible, but it's not forever ahead. It's not like it's leaps and bounds ahead of Dollywood, because Dollywood has like 60 attractions and it's beautiful. I got to put Epic at number one and Dollywood at number two. And then the Disney World theme parks are farther down that list. I'm not so excited for them because they're construction zones now. And as Mr. Mo Zamboni was just pointing out, you got to pay a ton to get in there, and they're not so fun anymore.
I mean, it's very true. I mean, I had the same effect actually 2 years ago when I visited Walt Disney World. 20 years having been removed from that site for the first time in August of 2023.
It's a bad time to go, Vash. It's a really bad time to go.
It's not that great time to go. That's true. But when I walked through there, I was like, man, this used to be far more interesting when I was a kid going to these places than I am now.
They neglected it.
I was shocked, bro, at just how neglected these parks had been. Versus when I went to Universal Parks, it was like, okay, like these guys get it. These guys still believe in the vision that is having a theme park business, and they're not so beholden to it in that it's their main source of income. They can actually spend money on that and get great returns. It's not, they're not extracting that money and viewing it throughout their company like Disney. But Dollywood really surprised me, and just how charming that was. The attraction count that you actually get at Dollywood, the level of customer service is unparalleled. And I think that plays a lot into this, right? Because we've seen year over year Dollywood receiving all kinds of accolades from guests and industry purveyors and so forth, awarding Dollywood with great customer service, with a great attraction set and so forth. And so the word, I think, on the street is getting out that this is a great place to be. And when you look at Disney, when you look at maybe even Universal, maybe they don't have the same customer service levels that Dollywood does. And I think that also plays into this as well. It's just a geographical, although I will admit that is a great reason as to why people are going down there. But I think it's also they have a good product that's worth visiting in the first place.
That's right. Folks, we'll keep an eye on this. Will the dip happen for Disney based on Google searches? Well, all I can tell you is those searches often translate into money as people are looking online to find out where they can have a good time. More searches, and not by a little, for little old Dollywood. I know, you want more. You want more of the Pro Channel, folks, but we've got to head out the door for this video. But fret not yet, for more content is yet on the way. 3 times a day, thrice as nice, right here on the Pro Channel. Oh, what's that you say? You want more than that? Fine, we'll do 4. 4 videos. Well, yeah, that's happening. Folks, as you get ready to go, consider clicking the like button for us. It is a huge help. Also, like, share, subscribe, and click it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. We would also love it if you could drop on down and give us a comment. We love hearing from you. And although we can't respond to every single comment, we often are reading them indeed. Folks, we would encourage you to consider subscribing to our partner channels, That Part Place, That Game Place, and That Pod Place. We love them all. We think you might too. Until the next time we have the joy of joining with you, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.